I'm just going to wait a couple more minutes to see if other people can jump on. We should have more people joining up, but it's quite a strange time of the day to do webinars, so we'll see how that goes.
Everyone's watching TV already, aren't they?
Hey, we're the right, we're the new TV.
Or the hardcore.
Oh, let me just check that there's no weird password. Okay, in which case it could be there's an intimate group of 6 to talk about. We'll be recording anyway, so no other people that. Okay, I'm just going to finish up here. Let's make a start. Okay, thanks everybody for jumping on to today's webinar. We are focusing on using e-commerce using video for e-commerce. Can everyone hear me all right?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Sure, thanks. Excellent. I think I heard Lucy just now. So my name's Eloise Finch. Some of you know me from social media. Some of you I've worked with in the past. And we are, some of you I'm helping at the moment. There's a real need at the moment to take advantage of the opportunities available for us. A bit of background for those, anyone here that I haven't met yet. I'm founder of Sell Beyond. We help brands grow on Amazon in English, French, German, Spanish and Italian. I'd like to intro Adam and Stokely, who are also here with us. Would you like to introduce yourselves?
Adam, after you.
Hi guys, my name's Adam Jones from Trendy Grandad. So me and Stokely founded Trendy Grandad. It's a video production agency based in Norwich. Yeah, I think that's about it.
There's a lot more to say. Yeah, well, I think it's important to say we're a video and social agency. So we help brands market their products, market their services through the use of video.
Brilliant. Thanks, guys. I'd also like to thank New Anglia Growth Hub, who have promoted this event as well. Susie Simmons and Joe Ferris are awesome. They've been helping a lot of businesses in the region of late, so do avail yourself of their services if you haven't worked with them before. So the context of today's webinar is things have changed. There are some new challenges that we can face at the moment, and how can we adapt the way we sell and the way we share stories about our products for video. So we're going to cover how to think about the new challenges, how you can create quick watchable videos from home and what you need to get started, how you can improve conversions at every stage of the sales funnel, and what's the difference between organic and paid video adverts, and how do we use them for the full sales funnel. So just outside of this webinar, what we're offering to every attendee is some free help. I'm happy if anyone here is selling on Amazon. I'll give you a free Amazon listing consultation, up to an hour, no problems at all. We can schedule a Zoom on that. There are more webinars that you can attend run by Sell Beyond and other partners. We're also happy to give you a free e-commerce strategy review to help you put a plan in place and figure out what you should be focusing your time and effort on at the moment. On the side of Trendy Grandad are also offering free video and social consultation. Maybe guys, you'd like to talk through that offer?
Yeah, of course. We've had the offer on for a week now, and we've had quite a few people sign up to it. And what it is, we're offering a 30-minute Zoom call with anyone that is struggling to now create their content. If they can't hire an agency, or if they don't know anyone who knows how to do it, and just basically talking through some of the basics really, and some of the industry secrets that we've come to learn over the last few years. So that's that. And the free trial of post-production editing service. We're launching a new service on Wednesday that is a subscription editing service. We understand that editing videos for businesses is can be a long process and is very time consuming. So the package is launching on Wednesday, and we're offering everyone a free 7-day trial to that, or a free video to be edited by us, so you can see how the service will benefit you.
Brilliant. Thanks very much, guys. So just at the end of the webinar, there'll be a little pop-up. You can choose which option is best for you. We're here to help and to provide any support to anyone looking to use video for any kind of e-commerce or social selling. So at the moment, it's clear that lots of things have changed. People have new needs that maybe they didn't have 3 weeks ago, and they're now buying in different ways than they were before. So after the uncertainty and panic of the last couple of weeks, we're starting to see new trends emerge where people are still being driven by short-term decisions and the amount of workload they have, whether it's caring for children or work at home being somewhat different, or not for all people, and otherwise working in schools and hospitals is insane at the moment. With home working shops and offices closed and supermarkets only really providing certain services and not others, in a funny way, there is a captive audience for new types of content and new types of services. This is where there could be an opportunity for you to use video, to use everything that has to offer, to make a tweak in what you've been doing before and go in a new direction. So the key question that you should ask yourself is, how can you adapt your current sales process for video? Even in the last 3 or 4 weeks, people are needing new things, and you have to ask yourself, what do people need right now that they didn't at the beginning of March? What are people looking for that they perhaps weren't a few weeks ago? And once you have a real creative think about if it's not obvious to you right now, what do people need that they didn't before? Then you have to make the business of decision of what's profitable or what makes sense for you to sell online and on which platform. What's the USP for you now that there wasn't a few weeks ago? And where are people consuming content that you can grab them? And I think this goes back to the idea that there is a captive audience, people are at home, there is a lot more consuming of certain types of media than there was previously. And this is something that we can help people by pointing them in our direction, because everybody is at home in front of their screens and looking for something new. So what we want to start with is the question of how we can create quick watchable videos from home. So this is going to go over to Stokely, who is going to walk us through that.
Yeah, so it's definitely been, since the start of March, it's definitely been a need that a lot of people have come to us with, now that we can't actually go out and film for them. And to be honest with you, if you're creating sort of talking head videos, or if you're creating talking head videos, or if you're creating videos that are perhaps gym workouts for if you're a personal trainer, it can be quite simple to do, and it can be done on quite a basic level, but look quite professional, just through adding a few simple elements in to do that. So I'm going to go through an edit that we've done quickly, and this edit here is an example of the different elements that you can add to make your video look pretty professional. And if anyone would like to know how to do this, then we can send links on how to do it. It's really simple. So let me just share with you this. So this is me talking through a template, a Facebook template. So this is the typical size of what someone would upload to Facebook. So let me just play this here, and then I'll go through it with the sound off as well. So this is an example of a template. Each of these templates can be completely customized and edited to your preferred style. We can add copyright-free music. Your subtitles will go at the bottom here, and these can be in your selected font and brand colors. The title of your video will go here, and we can also add in your logo too. All you have to do once signed up is complete your request form and tell us how you'd like it. It's as simple as that. So I'll just go through the basic elements on how people can do this, and talk about the lighting and the sound and everything else. So the first thing to consider is before you start anything, is the message behind your video. So why you need to write this down ideally. Why do you want what is the purpose of your video? Is it for exposure? Is it for sales? Is it for, is it for people to see your product or your service? That's the thing you need to consider most. And what I do when I do my talking head videos is, first of all, I script exactly what I'm going to say down. And then you need to get your camera right. So it needs to be in a good position with good lighting. So I shot this in front of a window. So the window was in front of me, so the light was coming on my face. So I had good lighting, and the exposure was right. Then you need to consider sound. So sound's quite an important thing. If people can't hear you, they're not gonna tune into your video. So I would advise either shooting close to your camera. If you're going to use your phone, and by the way, using your phone is absolutely fine. We use our phones all the time to create content for brands, and we also encourage business owners to use their phone if they're creating videos, etc. So if you're using your phone to do a talking headpiece, then we completely recommend to do that, because it's very, very simple and very cost effective as well. So we've done lighting, we've done sound, we've done we've done filming. Another point I'd like to mention about filming is what we do is we adopt a jump cut edit style. So the main point of most videos is so people can see them, right? You want as many people to see your video as possible. So you need that video to have some pace behind it. So the way that we do that is adopt a jump cut edit style. And what I mean by that is, if I play the video, you'll see that I've jumped straight to the next clip. So I've took out the gaps, I've took out the breaths, and I've jumped straight along to the next clip. We've added music to the back of the video as well. And what that does is that makes it seem that gives the viewer the impression that the video is moving along fast and it's going to end at some point, especially if there's inflections in the sound. So if the volume is increasing and decreasing, that also helps the pace of the video move faster. And what else am I going to say as well? Oh, and the final point at the very end of the video is to have a call to action. So put somewhere where somewhere one can go to contact you. But that's the basic needs, I think, for creating your own video.
So we've got So back to me. So we've got, just to conclude on that, we've got use your phone. Let's look at getting the basics right. We've got having the right sound,
Yeah.
the right lighting, and
Yeah.
there's a couple of quick editing tips that means that your video will be more watchable. People, is there an ideal length for any type of video that we should be doing?
Well, short form videos is what we recommend for everyone. There's obviously cases where short form video is you don't need short form video. We keep most of our talking head pieces around 30 seconds. Unless you're super charismatic and super interesting, it's really hard for people to watch all the way through. Me and Adam always have this sort of level of justification, I think, because I'm known to have the shortest attention span ever. So if I can watch a video all the way through, then I think, if I can watch a video all the way through, then it's watchable. I think that's how we judge our videos.
Your pain point is 30 seconds.
Yeah, I think before all the technical side of things, though, before the editing, before the lighting, before the sound, before the cameras, whatever, the most important thing to get right is you. So is to get your personality, making sure that you're projecting your voice. You're not sort of speaking really quiet so people can't hear you. And actually, you've also got to think what's actually in front of the camera. So if you're filming in your living room and there's a cup and there's a dustbin, it sounds American, or there's a bin in the room, or there's some rubbish on the side or whatever. There's a fancy word called the mise en scène of the shot. And what that means is what is actually in the image. You're looking at what's actually in the image first before you get all the technical stuff involved. So having a nice background, having either a white wall or a nice backdrop or whatever it is so much more important than all the technical sides. Because that's what people notice, right? You're watching a video, when you watch video, you don't care about what it was edited on or what special transition you put in or et cetera, et cetera. And I know people will be wondering, well, how do I do all this? If you contact us, then I can send you some free links that we do in our talks, which is an easy way to subtitle, a place where you can find copyright-free music, how you can add logos pretty easy. If you come to us, then we're more than happy to share knowledge on how to do that.
That's brilliant. Thanks very much, guys, for that part. So the next part we want to look at is, when should we use video? Now, we're talking with Trendy Grandad because Trendy Grandad is going to say all the time and everywhere. Am I right?
Yeah, you're not right.
So the slide that I've got up, just as a recap, is these are all the different places that we can use video: socials, website landing page, product page, email, SEO, and of course my speciality, which is Amazon. So I'm going to hand over to Adam to just talk through a little bit of each of those ones, and I'll finish up with Amazon. I'm just checking. We've got Sarah Daniels has written a question. Hi, where do we find the templates? We're going to send you after the webinar to some links. You can book in a call with Adam and Stokely, and they'll walk you through all of the resources they've got. I don't know if there's any particular things you want to shout out now, or it's better to go through on a longer call.
Yeah. Sarah, I'm more than happy to book a 30-minute call with you if you like, and we can basically just tell you as much knowledge as you need to know. In regards to templates, there's something that you create in your editing software, but each one is by pixels. So Instagram post is like an Instagram story is like the whole phone and et cetera, et cetera. But I'm more than happy to share the knowledge with you if you send us an email.
Awesome. Okay, Adam, you go through with all the different places that we should be using video. No excuse for any of us now.
So Heloise was right. I am going to say you should be using video everywhere. Obviously, we are a video agency and we believe in the power of video, but I am going to throw some facts and figures at you as well, so it's not just me saying it. So first of all, let's just run over quickly where you should be using it and roughly how. So social. Social is really good to be using video. You want to have create that relationship with your audience. You want to talk to your audience. There's so much more power in talking to your audience directly rather than just using the logo and hiding behind the logo. The next one we've got is a website landing page. A landing page is a place to sell to your audience and sell to your customers. The best way to do that, rather than writing 4 paragraphs, is to stick a video there. Maybe it's how your product works. It's USP. Maybe a bit about you and why they'd want to buy off you. Really, really simple. Product page, again, I think Amazon is quite a good example of this one. I'm going to mix them up a little bit. So on Amazon, there are a lot of images of products that are very, very similar. How do you distinguish yours from another one? You use a video. You can't lie on video about how it looks, how it feels, the quality. You can, Photoshop things, but video is so much more telling, I believe.
Yeah, it's very much more true, isn't it? Right?
Yeah, you can't lie on video.
Yeah, it's easier to portray a story on video than it is with images too. You can 100%. Capture. We always go on about this. You can capture a lot of emotion through the use of video, and I think if you capture a story and emotion, I think that sets you apart if you put in a video on Amazon, for sure.
I think that's a really good point, actually, because they're thinking. I work a lot with brands that are trying to put that are succeeding in putting content on Amazon, but a product image, it can tell you the features. It might be able to tell you the benefits. And it might be able to give you an idea, like a little snapshot of where you can place the product in your home or how you're going to feel when you're using the product. But actually, the images can't really tell a story. There's no A to B to C. You can just scroll through a bunch of different images. But you're right, with video, you're immediately telling a story.
I'll give you an example.
It's much more emotive, isn't it?
Yeah, I'll give you an example of something we purchased recently as Trendy Grandad. We bought a new camera gimbal, which is like a stabilizer that goes on the bottom of the camera. It's this really cool thing. And we're in sort of the demographic where we buy online all the time anyway. So this isn't actually new to us in terms of, being in lockdown, because me and Adam, I think, would just buy online even before this happened. So it hasn't really changed our way of buying. But we were buying this camera gimbal, and the company called DJI did a promotional video. It was only like a minute long, but it showed all the really cool features of the video of the gimbal, and we purchased it immediately because Adam was really excited by the video. It was a really high-paced, fun video, and it was a really well done video. It was really well produced, but at the same time, the core elements of what it was trying to do were there. It was showing you exactly what it does, how it works, the cool features of the product, and we bought it straight away.
I think the main thing that video did well was create like some sort of emotion in us that a picture I just don't think can do.
It made us feel excited about it. It made us feel excited to get the product, to see it, coming through Amazon. That's what music does, and that's what storytelling does. It makes you feel excited, and that's why so many, that's why all the best films are the best films, because they have a good story and there's emotion running through and etc. You can do the same thing with your product videos. You just have to get a little bit creative, really.
Okay, so we can have video on social. We've got a website landing page, product page. How about using video in your email?
So I actually find a really cool stat about email, and this isn't even about using video on the email itself. It's about putting video in the subject title. So putting the word video in your email subject line can boost open rates by 19% and clicks by 65%. So just even like putting the video on the end of a stick and saying, oh, this email might have video in it, moves people towards the email. Emails are notorious for being boring. You don't get to the bottom of them. You maybe get halfway down and you think, oh, this is dull. I can't be bothered. Especially if it's salesy. Use a video. People are way more likely to be reeled in, captured, and they'll watch the whole thing. Honestly, I sound like a complete video nut, and I am.
You're here, right? That's why we're talking to you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so very easy to digress and just go on a tangent, I think, with us.
I guess that the question I'd have on a technical side from email is that a lot of us may be using platforms like HubSpot or MailChimp. Should we be uploading YouTube links or attaching videos to email?
Absolutely. A great tool that what was the brand that sent us those videos, Adam? I think it was just a software that was trying to sell us.
It was HubSpot. It was HubSpot that sent us the video.
They were trying to sell us their upgrade of HubSpot, and what the lady from HubSpot did was send us a Loom video. And Loom is a Google Chrome extension that which makes you can film yourself and you can film the desktop at the same time. And her she knew that she was coming to us because we'd always signed the free version. So she had a whiteboard, and she put on her whiteboard, hello Stokely and Adam, or hello Trendy Grandad on the whiteboard. And that was like the frame that we saw when we opened the email. So it was like a picture of her, said hello Stokely and Adam, like this. And I was like, oh, this is cool. And I'm a stickler for it. Like I said, I've got a short attention span, clicked on it straight away. and she did a personal video to us. I mean, it's a long-term, I think, like sales strategy, I think, but their open rate must be insane because of that.
I mean, we opened it and we don't want their service, do we? We have no interest in upgrading on HubSpot.
It was the wrong time and probably the wrong price point for us, but it was really good.
But you saw your names and you clicked, right? So that shows.
Yeah, like you can't not, right?
She's written down "Hello Stokely and Adam" on it and held it up like this, and then that's, as soon as you open the email, that's there right in front of you, a little play button in the middle. You're going to hit play every time.
You can't not click. You can't not click.
That's hilarious. Brilliant. Okay, so emails, we can have a generic offer. We can try and personalize it for the people we're looking out for. We've got the video for SEO. Now, for some people, that doesn't make sense. We all think that search engine optimization is about words on the page. Tell me about that.
I mean, it is as well. Definitely about words on the page. But I've got another stat here. I apologize again for throwing stats out, but it's really, really powerful. A page is 53 times more likely to be on the first page of Google if it has a video on it. So, if you're not using video on your website, you definitely should be, not only to convert people that actually get onto the website, but to improve your SEO ranking and try and get more people onto the website in the first place. I think it's really, really powerful.
And how does that, where is the SEO? Is it in the title of the video that you upload to YouTube and put a link onto your website? How does that work?
That's a very good question.
Find out.
I don't think I know the answer to it. I think it's all to do with, I think it's similar to images when you have alt tags. I think you can do that with the video, but obviously YouTube is a Google-owned company, so they obviously want to promote their own platforms. So they favor, if you've got a YouTube link embedded on your site, they're going to favor that, or it looks like it 53 times more likely, apparently.
Awesome. Okay, that's great. I'm just gonna. Does anyone, before we jump on to the next thing, which is Amazon specific, I'd like to just stop there and say, does anyone have any specific questions? We've looked at how can you create quick watchable videos from home, and how can video improve conversion at every stage of the sales funnel. Now that sounds like we're all trying to hawk projects here, but it's not. It's how do we build a brand that people know, like, trust, love. So we can use video for social, for website landing pages, for email, for product pages, for SEO, and for Amazon. Does anyone have any questions about what we've just discussed before we move on?
I know Tony Navarro on the webinar. He might help. He's an SEO specialist, so he might be able to give us some useful facts about video and SEO.
If anyone, I can. I'm not sure if I can unmute you, Tony. If you'd like to talk. You are being given the platform to tell us something about video.
There's no pressure, Tony. You can put a question in the question box if you like and give us some useful tips.
Hi everyone.
Hi, Tony.
Hi, Tony.
Can you hear me? Yeah?
That's fine.
Surprise webinar tonight, Tony.
Yeah. I've been watching. Yeah, very interesting, guys. Yeah. Actually, one of the other reasons why obviously having a video can help with SEO is because obviously, the more time spent people spend, like users spending on your page, and the best, obviously that's another fact, another reason why is favoring and improving those metrics and.
So it's time spent, Tony, on the page watching video that actually improves the metrics.
Time spent on the page, basically, in general.
Oh, that's interesting.
So watching video is one of the ways to attract users to spend more time on your page, and I think it could be that one of the main factors, really.
So I've got a stat here that says users spend 88% more time on a website with a video. So that's massive, isn't it?
Matching it, yeah, exactly. That supports that. Yeah.
Thanks for that, Tony. Appreciate
Brilliant.
it.
Awesome. Thanks, Tony. Really appreciate you jumping on. I think what I'm just going to do now is give some specific examples for anybody around here, and I can see that Andrew's on the call. Hi, Andrew. Looking at Amazon sales, there are options for you to upload video, whether you're on Vendor Central or on Seller Central. And I think it's really important for anybody who is selling online to know that the minimum number of images you should have on a product is 5 images. That will improve your conversion rate, and especially if you're on Vendor Central, Amazon will metric you against that. And you should also have video, and you can get video uploaded in the UK onto your Amazon site, your Amazon product pages, by putting a support ticket into Amazon, and they will allow you to then manually upload videos to the product page. There's no obvious option. In the States, you can do that with A+ content. In the UK, you actually have to raise a support ticket, but it is possible. And I wanted to share a couple of quick examples of, let's just check this out, of some product videos. We could, what we have here is an energy drink. They are going for the beautiful, lovely shots of all the delicious ingredients that are going in the energy drink. That's very nice, pretty highly produced. We have a piece of sports equipment. This is probably more homegrown video, where we've got somebody explaining the benefits of the product. And like you say, you can see it. You can see what the size is. This is another way you can do it to engage people. And you've got the person that's the fitness instructor telling us about the actual product. We also have beauty brands, which are doing very, very high-end, beautifully produced, all of the delicious and amazing ingredients that go into the product, and what they look like. We can see that really they're going from 30 seconds up to a minute. But the key point is that having anything is better than having something, is better than having nothing. And I know that Stokely and Adam, we've had conversations already last week about people that it depends what type of product you're selling on e-commerce or on Amazon. What can people do, or how can you help people that want to get some product video shots with what you've got available up in your offices in Norwich? What type of things can you help people do to get a product video rather than a talking head, a product video done at the moment?
Well, I think in terms of video products are definitely the hardest thing to sell, because we always, like I said before, we like to always create some emotion or some story behind it. We can definitely have people send products to us and we can create the videos for them. I think that's something which is achievable at the moment. Or we can consult on them making their own video. I think that's another option too, if they want to do that. And going back to before, if they want to film it and then we edit it, we can do that also, as well as the consultation. There's many ways of doing around it. It's not impossible. If anything, it's very achievable.
I'm guessing,
especially with products as well. Like products are we film a lot of people, and that's just a no-go at the moment. But products, I mean, e-commerce is doing really well, and we can definitely film some videos for that.
Yeah.
I think that as an experience as someone that I come from a copywriting background, half of the challenge and the interest in helping people write good copy about their products is drawing out of people the story that they know, but they might need help to tell. And I'm assuming that's the same with video.
Yeah, I mean, there is a story to every business owner's journey, and that story does play an important role in selling a product. I completely agree, and I think that story should be told. Adam and I always tell our story when we're doing speaks and in videos, and we put it on our website. I mean, that's just what people buy, right? You buy stories and people. So if you can attach those two elements to your product, then 100% do it. I'd much rather buy from someone holding a product in their hand and telling me how they started it from their shed in their back garden than just the picture. There's a lot.
Even still, the picture or the beautiful ingredients or the things that you can do and can be produced remotely.
Yeah,
that is definitely better than nothing, because it will keep people on the product page.
Yeah, exactly.
100%.
Brilliant. Okay, well then we're going to move on to the next section, which is organic versus paid. So I'm just going to bring that screen up so everybody knows what we're talking about here. Organic free content versus paid ads. So we can put video up, we can do it ourselves, we can put it on a range of different platforms, or we can use video as a selling tool, and we're going to pay for ads, whether it's on Instagram, on Facebook, other platforms. And Adam's going to walk us through the difference and what type of things we need for both of them.
So first of all, I think having both organic and paid ads, or organic content and paid ads, is really, really important. I don't think you should be doing one without the other. Maybe when you're first starting out, you might want to put some organic content out there to build an audience. I think that's what organic does really, really well. First of all, it creates and builds an audience, builds trust. A good example of organic content done well is talking head videos. Maybe if you're a beauty brand, organic content could be people with a full face of makeup using your products. If you're a golf coach, I think you should be providing golf tips, how to take 2 shots off your game, providing value, basically. Organic content is all about providing value, being that point of call when someone thinks, God, I need a golf coach. There's that really cool golf coach that's given me so many cool tips. He's already helped me so much. Why would I not go with him? Paid is a little bit different, right? So organic was all about the audience that you already have and trying to build that up. Paid is all about targeting a new audience with different demographic parameters, so to say. So for example, Facebook is crazy. So you can go, say I'm the golf coach. I know that my my target audience is males between 2 ages, and they love Rory McIlroy, they love golf, certain interests and demographics, right? I can go into Facebook and I can stick all that into Facebook and put my ad, which might be a sales offer. It might be 50% off a new bag of golf clubs, whatever it might be. I can put that ad directly in front of people that will actually care about it. And that's what's really powerful about paid ads. Getting a little bit more complicated, you can do lookalike audiences. So you can take your organic audience that you know like your content, and you can say, okay, I want to push this ad at people that look like my existing audience, which is really, really valuable. We're always looking for another top paying client. And how do we find those, those best customers, those top paying clients? Well, they have certain characteristics, and Facebook is happy to find those people for us. It's really powerful. We can also do something really valuable called retargeting. So your organic audience will engage with your content. We can then ask Facebook to retarget those people and show them offers such as sales messages, offers, things like that. So we can almost push people that are just there for the free tips, and we can try and turn them into loyal paying customers. I hope that makes sense. We've just babbled on for a long time.
That's good. I think we can understand really well if we're selling coach coach. I know golf coaching. I know we've got people on the call. There's a gentleman here who's in the travel business, and there's also a company here selling products like everyday products that people might want to buy for housewares, let's say. So if we are one of those companies, I guess everybody travels. We just need to find the demographic that we're looking for a particular travel offer for, say, the end of the year. And that's where we start with our lookalike audience, or with our targeting audience.
Yeah, the way I describe it is, as soon as you see an ad on Facebook, as soon as you click on that ad, they have then got your data, if you will, and that ad will just keep popping up everywhere. People think it's cookies, but it's people like us pushing that ad in front of you. And what essentially what we're doing is what Adam said, retargeting. We're putting the ad in front of you maybe once a day or twice a day, so you keep thinking about it. The average, correct me if I'm wrong, Adam, but the average touch points to make a sale is 7. Is that right?
7 to 9. Yeah, there's different estimations
on the product or service, right?
Yeah.
So basically, what they're saying is that you need to see an ad 7 times before you buy something. So, for example, the other day, me buying things all the time at the moment, I bought a hoodie from a company called Hera, and they as soon as I clicked on that ad that they put in front of me, they probably put it in front of me because they've seen that I've bought clothes online before, or they've seen that I'm into like sports brands or whatever, and then eventually I bought it. But now
they follow you around the internet, don't they? That's the thing. Once you've shown an interest in a product. For example, the Hera hoodie that Stokely bought, they know that Stokely was in some way interested. Maybe he didn't buy that time, but he kind of liked the brand. He spent enough time on the page. They then followed him around the internet using paid advertising, increased the amount of touch points they had until he bought. It's that classic case of like a business person will follow up and follow up and follow up and then make the sale. It's exactly the same for e-commerce.
I think I'd like to jump in here in terms of using something like Instagram or Facebook if you're selling on Amazon. What we don't want to do is do some kind of content, video content about an offer that we've got for a particular product and then send people to the product page. Because that's really, rather than building love and interest in the brand, that's slapping people down with buy now. What often is a better idea is to send people to a landing page where we're going to explain a bit more about the product, to have some other content, and then maybe with an offer or some kind of incentive, and then send people onto the Amazon product page. In that way, we can use paid advertising on social media to create a bit more awareness around the product before we send them straight into Amazon, which is a very kind of a cold sell. And for people that are interested in putting, who are selling online and want to send people to Amazon, it's worth having a chat about these guys, about the way that you're going to do it. You're not just going to point them to Amazon. You're going to think about what's going to make them want to consider the purchase, and be aware of what you're offering before buying. So in that sense, I don't know whether, Adam, you'd like to conclude about the whole issue of a sales funnel for video. Should we perhaps walk through that again?
In what do you mean? Sorry.
In the sense we've talked about, we can use video. We should be using video in everything, for every way.
Yes, 100%.
We're using video at the top of the sales funnel to build awareness amongst people, and they go on until we want them to actually buy now, buy today, offer. Maybe just walk through that whole thing again so everyone can see the different ways you can use video.
So a sales funnel could be, you could have organic posts on social media that are possibly video. I wouldn't suggest doing all video, of course, but you might want to have videos, images, texts, anything like that. And then once you get them on your social media, they're in your sort of sphere of influence, so to say. It sounds very archaic and a bit weird.
You're on their radar.
Yeah, that's a better way of putting it. You can then push them towards, for example, landing pages where you might have another video. You might want to put them on email lists where you might have another video. You might not, but it completely depends. And then once you warm them up even more, you increase the number of touch points you have with them, then it might be time to direct them towards the sales page where they find out a little bit more about the product, for example. You might have videos on there, you might have images on there. And then it's all about getting them to buy. And then I suppose it's about getting them to not only buy once, but maybe buy twice and buy more expensive products off you, and tell their friends about you. So it's not just a whole thing of up to the sell. Maybe you want to make them an advocate for your brand and your products as well. And video is a great way to do that as well.
That's really great. Thanks for concluding on that. So we're just coming up to the end of the webinar now, and we'd like to encourage you to take action. We've gone through a lot of different things today, and we've got a specific challenge for everybody who's sitting on the webinar at the moment, which is think of one thing you'd like to tell people about your product and service today. Write up some notes, find a quiet place, and just do it on your phone. Either it's a product that you, if it's something you can do a talking head and explain about, or it's a product that you're selling, you might need some more help from the other guys. And then don't do any more than 30 seconds if you want Stokely to watch. Other people might have a 45 attention span, and upload it. Just try it, do it once, upload it. From my side, I would encourage anyone that is selling on Amazon to look at, do you have 5 photos in every listing? Can you get video on some of this now in the current time? And which products should you focus on? Which ones could you really easily do a video right now, plonk it online, and see if you can get improved conversions from that. Does anyone have any questions about this? This also leads into, if you want to avail yourself of Stokely and Adam's video editing offer, they can talk you through that, but this will allow you to just start by doing one piece of video right now. I'd like to tell you that we at Sell Beyond are running some other webinars. I've got this quite small screen here. Later on this week, we've got Unlocking Amazon's Hidden Potential. So for those of you that are interested in Amazon, maybe aren't sure whether you should be selling on it, that's a good fit for you. Next week with Quickfire Digital, we're looking at how to grow your sales on Amazon if you're already on Shopify, and how to branch out to things like Shopify if you're just selling on Amazon. Towards the end of the month, we're doing writing for e-commerce, how to sell more in words. So this is how to improve your copywriting skills for platforms where you need writing more than words. And then on the end of the month, we'll look at how to launch a new product on Amazon and how to get your new product seen in the UK and in foreign markets. And this Thursday at 11, that's the green one in the middle, I'm doing a talk in collaboration with Lucy Marks at Norfolk Network, who's been on this call. All companies have a successful transformational story. So this is some uplifting stories of our times from people in East Anglia, which is where we're based, of how they've improved and changed their company faced with challenges. And this is just something to inspire everybody and make them feel like you can do it too. So in conclusion, what we'd like to offer everybody who's on the webinar today, very happy to have a Zoom call with anyone that wants a free listing consultation on some of their products. Whether you'd like to have an e-commerce strategy review, what could you do today to start improving your sales? What are the easy wins? And we'll send you details and the sign-up links for the further free webinars. Stokely and Adam, perhaps you'd just like to reiterate the freebies on your side at Trendy Grandad.
Yeah, of course. So we're at the minute, we're offering a free 30-minute Zoom call for anyone that would like to know the industry secrets on how to create content from home. So whether that's how to subtitle easy, whether that's whether that's how to talk about lighting or sound or ideas or whatever, we can jump on a call with anyone, answer anyone's questions really. So if you'd like that, it's hello@trendygrandad.com. And the other thing, we're launching a editing subscription package on Wednesday, which will be on our website, trendygrandad.com. And what that is us doing the editing for you. So we understand that filming is the easier part, but editing can be very time consuming and can get quite technical. So we're happy to do that, and that's what that editing subscription package is. And we're offering a free trial for that. So if you've got a short video, sort of 30 seconds, and you want it edited in the style that we've talked to you about, then we're more than happy to do that for you and show you what it is exactly we're offering.
Brilliant, thanks very much. I've just got a question pop up here, hold on a sec. Excellent, somebody said it's very helpful, and we're all happy to help people, the insane video keen people on one end and the copyright people on the other. Lucy, did you want to jump in there?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hi, yeah, and I just wanted to say thank you all. It's been great.
Thanks, Lucy.
Oh, bless you.
Worries, thank you
very much, Lucy. Thanks for the love. So at the end of the webinar, when you close your Zoom, there will be a pop-up. I'd really appreciate if you could click on the link and go to the survey form, because there's also a chance to give us feedback. We're just starting out on a collaboration with Trendy Grandad, so if there's anything you think we should have done better, that would be great. And otherwise, you can choose the options which are right for you in terms of following up on the offers this evening. So if there's no other questions, really thank you all for sticking on this late at night. We hope that you found something useful from this, and we're more than happy to follow up in any way we can that would be of help. Thank you so much. Have a great evening.
All the best, everyone. Chat with you soon.
Cheers.
Cheers, guys. Thank
Bye.
you.